Aquaston. The name comes from, I'm named after a chief from the ancient village of Sechelt, which is now known as New Westminster. The name was given to me by Musqueam, KC, Portland Chiefs. I'm part of the Spirit of the Coast canoe journey. We started in Fort Langley 6 days ago. We bring with us crew members from all over the world, and we're making our way to Alaska. The purpose of our journey is to bring awareness to the pipeline issues that we are now faced with on our coastline. Chief Calvin of the Sechelt Nation, we kindly ask, we come in peace, we'd like to come ashore.
Welcome, Chief. My name is Halos, and the Chief of the Shíshálh Nation. The Shíshálh Nation welcomes you, honors you. Come ashore. Oh, welcome, Chief.
Thanks.
Oh, my goodness. How the trip, man?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Any killer whales out there?
We didn't see any today.
No? Now we had a couple big cats.
The name of our canoe journey is called the Spirit of the Coast Canoe Journey, and the purpose is to raise awareness for the oil pipeline issues that First Nations communities and other coastal communities are being faced with, as well as to put a spotlight on the forest and marine ecology. We have members from Scotland, our crew members are from Scotland, England, South Africa, the United States, and across Canada.
Well, I think we have to send a strong message to the Canadian, not only the Canadian citizens, but the Canadian government, that the First Nations are going to stand united in this effort to protect our resources and land and all the ecosystems up and down the coast. We have a lot in common with all the nations from the river all the way up to Alaska, and we stand united to protect that. And it's very, very refreshing that this chief has taken the effort and the energy to bring these people here to demonstrate and to show the people in Canada that they just can't continue to devastate our country the way they're doing. For sure, it's going to cause long-term effects in the ecology of our foreshores. And as First Nations, we all depend on the foreshore. You know, the resources that come from the ocean and the rivers are sustainable to our people, and we will fight to the death to protect that.
I think for me, I look at history. I look at one of the prime examples is the Exxon Valdez spill in Prince William Sound in 1989. That devastating catastrophe created an ecological dead zone and an economic dead zone for the people in that community. That community never recovered fully from the impacts of it, and if you see footage of people walking along the shores today, they're still picking up the sludge from that spill. So when I look at the pipeline issue, the pipelines that they're proposing, and the increased tanker traffic into Kitimat, it's quadruple that. It's 4 times as big. It's 5 times as big. So just think of the impacts that it would have on those communities if such a catastrophe would happen. And if it did, the people that would be left on the hook for the recovery of it would be the First Nations communities themselves, because they are situated on those shorelines and depend on the resources of that water and the land to sustain them. And big oil corporations, they don't have to worry about that, so why would they care?
Yeah, every First Nation on the coast has been the guardians, they have been the watchmen of this land. We have been the stewards of this land and all its resources. We stand to protect it, but we stand to protect that for generations to come. And we cannot, now is the time to put a stop to it, not after the fact. And I know the government is going to try to push us through and ram it through, but it's up to the coastal communities, if not just the First Nations, to come together, to put one voice, to put our message on this canoe, put our medicine on this canoe, to take that message up the coast. And I'm really proud of this Chunk Chief for doing that. Again. as industry runs short of resources in terms of the oil and gas. Canada and all its members and citizens should be looking at alternative ways of energy, like clean energy. There's different alternatives for the people to survive on. Ours, the people have never survived on any of those things. And we're teaching our young ones again that they have to sustain all that. They can survive without all those commodities.
1, 2, 3.